Yo, what's up? My name is Andres Lopez, and today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to remove a pop tube and install a new one. So, let's get started. So, the tool we're going to be using today is a 15mm socket wrench. So, what you're going to do is, put it in a size where, see how it goes one way, and it goes the other way, is because, tighten it up, and then you loosen it. So, we're going to loosen it up. Now the other side. So there's these safety pins right here. So just in case your bolts get loose, your tire won't fall off. Make sure loosen up the bolt enough to get them out the way at the little hole that's right there. After that, you want to pull out your tire. All right, see. So there's these tools called a tire lever. Helps you from not popping your tube or installing your tube. What you're going to do is the little lever right here. You're going to want to put it under this side, right? And then you're just going to want to do this all the way around. Right. Now you're just going to want to take off with your hand. There's your rim. There's your pop tube. Here's your tire. So look, this is the hole right here. As you guys can see, too much of the burning out made my tire pop. So what you're going to do is just clean the tire. And what this does is, just in case there's any thorns or any rocks or anything in here that will pop your tube. You don't want to spend money on a brand new tube and then install it and then pop it again, because trust me, that sucks. That's happened to me plenty of times. So after you're done cleaning your tube, your tire, and you want to put your tube back inside the tire. One thing that I learned from bike shops is put this valve right here where it says the name. Install it. Alright, it's in here. So now what you're going to want to do is, you're going to want to go to your rim. So you're going to look for the hole where the valve goes. I just had it. Where'd it go? Here it is. So you see that hole right there? That's where your valve goes. So what you're going to want to do is put this valve in that hole. Put the tire back in the tube back in the tire, This little cap right here, right? Mine's a little diced because it came with it. So what you're going to do is put it back on. And what this does is, it holds it from bringing the tube back, as you guys can see. Because sometimes the valve wants to go back into the tire, and yeah, you're going to have to take off the whole tire and start all over. So this is how you're going to install your tire. It's pretty simple, right? You see how it's right here like this? So what you're going to do is put the rim and tire on the floor, right? Just put it over. Just don't focus on one side. Don't do both sides at the same time, because it's going to be harder. So you see how it just went in like that? So you see, you just want to tuck it in. Tuck it in. There you go. And now you're going to do the back. Same thing, just repeat the process. Tuck it in. And now you're going to want to take off that valve. Right. There it goes. And you're going to want to put some air. Depending on how much your tire goes, like my tire runs up to, I think it's 60 psi the most. Most tires go up to 100, or depending on whatever size your tire, depending on whatever material your tire is. So I like to run my tire at 35 psi, so we're gonna pump it up at 35. Make sure you're putting it on right, because sometimes it pops off. as you guys can see, it's at 35 now. So you're gonna want to take this little lever, open it up, take it off quickly, and we're done changing the tube and putting air in it. Now it's time to install it. So these little safety pins, right, you're gonna want to pull them all the way as far back. You see those holes right there, right? The little pin goes into these holes, and you're gonna want to tighten it up with your hand. Repeat the same thing on the other side. Before you start tightening it up with your tool, make sure, tighten it up with your hands and make sure it's even on both sides. So then you get your tool, we switch it up to the tightening spot. Now what you're gonna do is, don't tighten it up too much on this side, tighten it up even. Because if you tighten it up too much on one side, it tends to shift. So, just tighten it up even. Now, after you tighten it up both sides pretty tight, not too tight, you're gonna want to tighten it up tight now. Because the other side is tight enough where it won't slip. Make sure to tighten up your bolts super tight, because I seen a video where this guy was doing a wheelie and man, his front tire fell off on him, and that was a horrible thing.
Oh, what are the odds a front wheel comes off?
I don't want that happening on me, and I'm pretty sure you guys don't want that happening on you too, guys. Tighten it up as tight as you can. Make sure not to strip your bolts, because if that happens, rip to your bolts and it's gonna be hard to take them off. There it is. That's how you change. Wait, not yet. Gotta put that belt back on. There we go. That's how simple it is. I'm gonna show you guys some wheelies. So you guys can see. And we out. Peace.